Across central Texas, communities are in shock and in mourning as the full impact of the devastating July 4th flood continues to unfold. On the special edition of Austin Insight, we'll speak with a reporter covering this disaster and alumni of Camp Mystic, the Riverside summer camp where 27 campers and counselors died in the flash flood. But first, a brief summary. The wall of water that coursed down the Guadalupe River left a trail of wreckage and death behind it. As rain began to fall, the normally 30 to 40-foot wide river swelled to many times that. Torrential rainfall dumped more than 5 inches per hour in some locations. That's about 4 months worth of rain in a few hours, according to weather experts. Urgent middle-of-the-night warnings went largely unheard. More than 100 people have died in the flood so far, including 36 children. More than 160 people in Kerr County are estimated to be missing, with another 12 missing elsewhere as search and recovery efforts continue. An estimated 2,200 local, state, and federal employees and volunteers have responded. And contributions have been flowing to various relief funds from around the world, as noted by the mayor of Kerrville.
We are grateful for the generosity of the world. Over and over, I've asked you to pray. It occurred to me that I haven't asked you for what to pray specifically. Please pray for those who mourn, for those who wait, and for those who help.
In Travis County, 7 people lost their lives in the flood, and an unknown number are still missing.
In talking to other people that live out there this morning, they pointed, to a car that they thought people were in that I could see, a quarter mile down the river. And so there are still people missing. We do not know exactly how many. I know firsthand that there was that one person confirmed missing by the ESDs.
We have a community that's trapped because the bridge to their community is out of commission. Now they can walk, but it's determined it cannot bear weight like vehicles. So we're really focused on that Sandy Creek Ranches neighborhood to get them other ways in and out. I'm told for folks who have been doing this work for 20 years that this is the largest disaster to solely hit Travis County, where it's not Travis County and the city of Austin responding together.
There are 2 confirmed deaths in Williamson County, where the San Gabriel River rose more than 36 feet. We talked with Chet Garner, a familiar face to PBS viewers as host of the Day Tripper Show, and familiar to his fellow citizens in his home city, Georgetown.
In drought season, San Gabriel can almost dry up and barely flow. And whatever's at the opposite of that was this. This was not a river. This was a moving ocean going right around downtown. It was terrifying to see, honestly. It hits a very personal note when you see it, because those communities are beautiful communities, still are. They're devastated right now, but they are just some of the finest people in all of Texas, and to watch them go through this tragedy has just been really hard.
Stories of horror, tragedy, and heroism are emerging. West of Kerrville, in the small community of Hunt, Texas, an Austin woman who is the publisher of local magazine Tribeza barely got out of the way of the floodwaters with her family.
1, 2, 3 left here.
Oh my gosh.
We're at a corner where it goes over the dam and kind of turns, and we're about a football field away in each direction, and then our house is built up on a hill. And so never have we ever even worried about water getting up. The septic alarm for our house went off around 4 a.m. and my dad, who was in the upstairs garage apartment, came down to turn it off, and he then came in to the main house and burst into our room and saying, "Get up, water's about to come in the house." And so when we all went outside to look at it, we were kind of in shock. And at first I thought like a pipe burst, and that's what he means. I didn't even process that the water from the river was going to be at our front step about to come into the house. And so we started mentally preparing, like, are we going to mitigate water? Are we going to go upstairs? Do we need to get life jackets and go upstairs with the kids and wait it out there? Since it had risen that high that we never expected, I assumed it could, I didn't know what it was going to do next. So thankfully it started to recede. We could see it start going down. At that point, we realized that my husband and I's 2-week-old truck that we just bought was completely gone. We had no idea where it was. We knew that if it was that bad for us, that it was going to be really bad for other people. We saw search and rescue and news helicopters were flying over all day. It was just really rough. And so then by the time Saturday afternoon, when the water receded enough for us to maybe get our cars out, we were still blocked in by boulders. And miraculously, a neighbor's friend showed up with a bobcat, moved the boulders, and we were able to all get out. And that's when we, drove out. I know a lot of people that have lost children, and yeah, it's hard to process the level of loss that people are going through. We're okay. We're all incredibly grateful that we got really, really lucky.